morning, everybody. Mike Roybal here with IT Colorado for our weekly information series. Today we're going to be talking about shadow IT. Again, for those of you who don't know who I am, I own and operate IT Colorado, which is a cybersecurity first managed service provider up here in northern Colorado. We're based in Loveland. We service Fort Collins, Greeley, Windsor, Severance, Longmont, Berthoud, Estes Park, pretty much everyone around us. And quite honestly, we can service any type of customer across the nation. So let's get started. A lot of people haven't heard the term shadow IT, so let's define what shadow IT is. Shadow IT basically refers to the use of any hardware, software, or applications by employees that have not been approved by your IT department. These tools operate outside the organization's official technology framework, which means that they're not monitored or managed. Here are some common examples of shadow IT. An employee downloads a free file sharing app like Dropbox to share work documents. Or a department starts using an unapproved project management tool because it's easier than the company provided one. Employees accessing sensitive work data on personal devices, such as their phones, without proper security protocols. The thing is, most of the time, shadow IT starts with good intentions, but employees are often just trying to make their jobs easier or more efficient. However, even these good intentions can lead to bad outcomes, and that's where the risks start to pile up. I will say that this is one of the reasons that we try to limit admin access to a local machine by the local user. We highly recommend that you don't install any kind of shareware type of program or free things like CCleaner or super anti-spyware or something like that. A lot of these programs come with a secondary program attached to them that, if you're not careful and you don't uncheck or you check the right box, that an extra program will get installed on your machine. So let's talk about the risks of shadow IT. It's more than just a minor inconvenience for your IT team. Shadow IT can have serious consequences. And here are the 5 biggest dangers with allowing shadow IT to be implemented. There are secure vulnerabilities. Shadow IT tools are not vetted by your IT team, meaning that they may lack critical security features like encryption or secure login protocols. A single unapproved app could expose sensitive data to hackers. There's IT blind spots. If your IT team doesn't know that these tools exist, they can't protect them. So shadow IT creates blind spots in your cybersecurity defense, leaving your organization vulnerable to these threats that you didn't even know were there. There's also compliance violations. Excuse me again. If your organization operates in a regulated industry, shadow IT can lead to non-compliance. For example, an employee that's using an unapproved cloud storage solution could inadvertently violate data privacy laws like GDPR or HIPAA. It also expands your attack surface. Every new app or device connected to your network creates another entry point for cyber criminals. And the more shadow IT tools in use, the larger your attack surface becomes. There are operational inefficiencies as well. So when employees use a mix of unapproved tools, it can really disrupt certain workflows, leading to miscommunication, creating compatibility issues with your approved systems. And it's not just a security problem, it's also a productivity killer. So why does it happen? Why does shadow IT happen in the first place? The truth is that most employees don't intentionally bypass IT policies to cause harm. In fact, shadow IT often occurs because of gaps in communication or processes. And here are some common reasons. There's a lack of awareness. Employees may not realize which tools are approved or understand the risks of using unauthorized ones. There's convenience. Some company-approved tools may be outdated or difficult to use. This prompts employees to find faster and easier alternatives. There's also a pressure to perform, so deadlines and workloads can lead to employees that prioritize speed over security. If they feel a tool will save money, they might skip the approval process altogether. Sometimes there is a slow approval process, and let's face it, if getting new tools approved takes weeks or even months, employees are going to find ways to work around it if they can. In short, shadow IT often stems from a desire to get work done efficiently, but as we've seen, the risks far outweigh the convenience. So let's talk about some prevention steps. Now that we've covered the dangers and the causes of shadow IT, let's shift gears a little bit and talk about how you can prevent it in your organization. Here are 5 actionable steps. Number 1 is to educate your employees and start by raising awareness about what shadow IT is and why it's risky. Host a training session or create some guides or share examples of real world incidents to show employees how shadow IT can lead to data breaches, compliance violations, or even worse. Foster open communication. Create a culture where employees feel comfortable sharing their technology challenges with the IT team. If they know that IT is there to help rather than block them, they'll be less likely to turn to unauthorized tools. Implement a zero trust policy. Zero trust security ensures that every user, device, and app trying to access your network is verified and continuously monitored. This makes it much harder for unauthorized tools to go unnoticed. And streamline the approval process. Make it easier and faster for employees to request new tools. By simplifying the process, you eliminate the temptation to use shadow IT as a workaround. You can also offer secure alternatives, working with your IT team to provide employees with a list of approved, easy to use tools. If they know there's a secure option available, they're less likely to go out and seek out these alternatives. And then monitor and audit regularly. Use monitoring tools to detect unauthorized apps and devices on your network. Conduct periodic audits to identify and address shadow IT before it becomes a major issue in your organization. You need to remember the goal isn't to restrict employees, it's to empower them with the tools that they need while keeping your organization secure. So that is shadow IT in a nutshell. If you would like to talk to us about your cybersecurity needs, or you would like to have a little bit of a deeper conversation of shadow IT and what we can do to help you find what shadow IT is lurking on your network, go over to itcolorado.com/book a call, and you can book a 15 or 20-minute session with us, and we'll have a little chat. Other than that, I'm hoping that you guys like the morning time slot a little bit better for these lives. If you have any feedback on that, please leave it in the comments, and we will see you next week. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. Thank you.